In 11 days' time, you might be Prime Minister.
But why have I been picked? Does anyone else want this? Or, do you know what I mean?
Is it true you don't even vote?
I don't really do all that.
Well, how do you have any authority to talk about politics then?
I don't know.
Why should we be asked to listen to your political point of view?
I just don't understand why we're worrying about this.
Right. We'll leave that aspect there. A colleague of mine this morning spoke to a man in the northeast, Patrick. He walks 4 hours to and from work. When he gets there, he doesn't know whether he's on for 1 hour or 2 hours, or if he's lucky, longer, and then he has to walk home again. He gets £6.75 an hour. He works between 8 and 12 hours a week on average. Now, is that any way to live?
I think there's some bacteria that has better lives than that.
Well, why don't you change it then?
Because there's loads of them. And it's just like, oh, let something die.
No!
You know, like, look at London, right? It's overpopulated. Rent keeps going up because there's more and more people surviving, right? If you let them die, it's going to even itself out.
No!
No, but do you know what I mean? It would be quite sort of interesting.
No!
I reckon they'd be up for it.
Now you're being facetious.
Some people like it, some don't. I'm not going to argue about it. Do you know what I mean? If you were behind it and that, good on you. But
there is nothing in this manifesto about getting rid of the monarchy, which is another thing you believe in, isn't it?
Do we need them?
Well,
what are they adding to the world? What are they doing?
About £550 million.
Not sure about that bit, but
You just get the sums wrong, did you?
Maybe this is why it won't catch on. You live and you learn.
But you do believe in it, don't you? Let me ask you a very simple question. Do you think it is the responsibility of politicians to do whatever they can to diminish and discourage racism?
Don't know, really.
Do you know and you're not telling us, or do you not know?
I don't know.
If I was sitting in Brussels and I was looking at you as the person I had to negotiate with...
How much of that do we actually need to know about?
Actually, you don't need to know most of this stuff. Andrew Mark can say what he likes. Trivial man.
Right, where were we?
What's your problem with Romanians?
Name me one now.
Can I ask you, explicitly, unambiguously, which region in Burgundy is situated between Mâcon and Lyon? It's known predominantly for red wine made from Gamay grapes, and its finest wines come from 10 villages, each of which has its own individual appellation.
What do you mean?
Which region in Burgundy is situated between Mâcon and Lyon? It's known predominantly for red wine made from Gamay grapes, and its finest wines come from 10 villages, each of which has its own individual appellation.
Stop using loads of words.
What, you've got some sort of messiah complex? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Get on with it.
Let's look at the security of the state, then.
To be honest, I'm not bothered. Look after yourself.
That's all right, is it?
Yeah.
Marvellous.
If Newton said it, you'd go, interesting.
What about money for the security services?
Forget it. We're always trying to help people out. Instead of just going, you've been dealt a duff card. Cope with it.
That's sufficient for me. Do you think that enough is being spent on international aid?
It's just... The problem is, if you do it once, they expect it every year.
Well, of course.
Treat them when they deserve it.
Does that make you feel uncomfortable?
I tell you what, no joking. It's making me laugh.
I don't get it.
All right, then, all right. If you sort of look after a kid too much, it doesn't learn that much.
The successful interview, I think, is one in which you learn something.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You live and you learn.
You're a little bit hose an old codger like you to tease me. Who won't be able to come to this country under your new rules?
Ricky and Steve.
I hope so, yeah.
We've moved on a bit now, haven't we? If you got a dream, keep it alive.
It's a noble, noble ambition and enterprise.
Every idea has to come from an egg, and I'm just laying the egg.
Marvellous.
Thank you.
Can we look at one or two of your other pledges?
Bruce Willis.
Right. You have 20 minutes to make up your mind as to whether we take him out with a drone strike.
What do you mean?
The primary duty of a Prime Minister, the overwhelming duty, is take him out with a drone strike.
Is it worth it?
Tell us what you're going to do.
So, what I thought the best thing to do was sort of drop me pants a little bit, and I thought to sort of make it interesting and stuff. I thought, I wonder if I can do it, right? If I didn't have any thumbs.
Why? What's the point?
I don't know why are you suspicious?
Do you ever wake up in the morning and think, my God, what am I going to be told today?
You know, I had boxer shorts on and that. I thought if I just show a little bit of sort of arse cheek, that's the end of it.
I hope so, yeah.
Bosh.
Thank you for watching Newsnight. I hope you continue to enjoy it. Good night and goodbye.